Hey y'all, it's your girl Ashley Camille here at 5th House Moon. This message is for Pisces. Pisces placements for the week of April 8th through April 14th. This is general and timeless guidance, so please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. At this time, I'd like to welcome forth the power and the presence of the elevated guides who can assist me in delivering this message for Pisces placements. May you open up our ears so that we hear the truth of liberation. May you open up our minds so that we may bloom. May you open up our hearts so that we may embrace our divinity. I ask for assistance in delivering this message with clarity, empathy, and ease. Give thanks. Okay. How you doing? Let's see. What is the message? Frustration. Resistance. Courage. Let me show you the cards. And give me a second. The thing with boundaries has come up a lot. This card in particular has no. And really us being clear on how our nodes protect us. And so it feels like for you, Pisces, that there is a bit of resistance to that, to letting no be your guide. That's, not necessarily surprising, as the empathetic person that you are, as the porous person that you are, really taking on the all, really soaking up the things, that people feel, what's going on, really being present in all that makes you know especially important, right? And it feels like the frustration you might be having is with yourself because you need a break, because you need some boundaries, because you need to not be always in that state of taking everything on, feeling everything. And you're really being encouraged to give yourself that. Not even just in this moment, but to start to take into consideration what boundaries, what restrictions, what limits have to be in place to keep you going. And so the courage here is really feeling like this is just something you haven't done before, or at least not to the extent of what it needs to happen. Here, what my attention was called to are these barriers that are guiding this person to the sun in the waters, right? It's still creating a structure. It's still creating a way of guiding the flow. And that is what you are in need of right now. Because this is just feeling like an all instant, like overwhelm. And that your no's, or getting clear on them, will be what creates kind of like this this piece for you to continue to show up as empathetic, for you to continue to show up, as caring, as loving, as present, as a good friend, as a good partner, as a good this, in the way that you desire to be. That is going to require some no's. How can we get clear on those no's? Five of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles. It's in reverse, so we'll see. And then the Nine of Wands. Queen of Cups, the bottom of the deck. Let me show you the cards. One of the places, especially with this kind of heavy pentacles energy, is, you know, paying attention to the areas where there is literal exhaustion and literal depletion. Where are things rapidly going out in a way that you have not been able to replenish at the same rate? Is that money? Is that your physical output? Do you find yourself physically exhausted, waking up tired, right? What else is that? Because this is giving the energy of like more out than in, and starting to create some barriers around that. The first thing to do, you know, is identify. This is just information for kind of identifying where these things might need to be taking place, because ultimately you are going towards establishing your boundaries, right? So you can show up in this balance and you can be giving from your overflow and not depleting yourself, right? There is a call for boundaries. There is a call for some structures. And so for you especially, it might have to be more explicit in the way that you establish this, right? In order to protect your nose, your personal guidelines, your personal policies and procedures, you know? And you don't have to stick to things like so hard and so firm, but there does definitely need to be a period of adjusting so that you can get back into that replenishment and identify all of the different areas that this needs to be taking place. And on the front end, at the beginning, it might be more, but the loosening and the adjusting will come as you get clearer on this. Okay, thank you. Allow the frustration to be a guide. Allow the resentment. That is always too much is going out and not enough is coming in. Okay, that is an indicator of that. Allow the anger, right? I'm not saying to be reactive. I am not saying like, oh, they got me fucked up, and then you start acting out. But let it be a lesson of, am I feeling upset because I didn't really have it to give? Am I feeling this resentment because what I expected or what I needed, I haven't given myself, or it hasn't been returned, right? I am saying to use that information as where you are learning your nose. All right, Pisces.